What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is yours truly, Fitz. How you guys doing? Hope you're having an awesome day. Now, we just had Routes Community Day, giving us shiny Gardevoir, giving us shiny Gallade, and the new move Synchronoise. But how good did these two Pokemon get with Synchronoise? And how good of a move is Synchronoise? Now, you guys probably already know the stats, and you probably already know the answer to the questions. But let's get a kind of an idea of where things stand with this move, in case it might come to other Pokemon down the road. But for now, we have to cover Gallade and Gardevoir, so let's do it. Now first off, Gardevoir and Gallade both have the same stats and the same CP. 3093, 237 attack, which is not terrible. Let's not beat around the bush. That's not a bad attack stat. But compared to a bunch of other Psychic types, you got Mewtwo with 300 attack. You've got Espeon with 261. You've got Alakazam with 271. And then the Zelf is very high too. I think it's also like 270. That's insane. And this Pokemon, no matter what moveset it'll get, will not be able to compete with those because of the massive attack stat over 237. But remember, 237 is still not that bad. The defense is 195, which isn't that terrible either. And the stamina is 169, which is a little above average. Now, due to Gardevoir's Fairy and Psychic stats, it's weak to Ghost, Poison, Steel. It resists Dragon, Fighting, and Psychic. So right off the bat, what would you use Gardevoir in terms of raids? For the Fairy typing, because it's good against the Dragon types. It finally has a Quick Move Charm. It has Dazzling Gleam. Makes it one of the best, I think, if not the best, Fairy attacker in the game. But as far as like Ultra League and Master League, Dragons do come through quite often in those leagues for PvP if you're battling with your friends and family. But Ghost can too because of Giratina, both Origin form and like normal form, altered form. So Ghost can be seen quite often as well. You also have Mismagius in the Ultra League, which is a fantastic Pokemon. And you also, for Steel, have Metagross. Metagross's Meteor Mash has cemented its legacy in Pokemon Go as an insane Pokemon. So that's what makes this Pokemon a little interesting as far as its viability in the upper tiers of PvP. So here we go. We have Charge Beam, Confusion Charm, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Synchronoise. And let's go ahead and look at Synchronoise as a move. So Synchronoise here has an 80 power. It's a 2-bar charge move. That's not bad, so 160 total. And in PvP, it's the same. 80 power, 50 energy. 50 energy is not that bad. It's like an article that we just recently wrote. It's not comparable to like Hydro Cannon, which does 90 damage and 45 energy. So, it's not on that kind of level. But we have to remember, the best Psychic move before Synchronoise was Future Sight right here, doing 120 power at 100 energy. To do that same move, 120 power at 65, so it was not a good PvP move to use to begin with. And honestly, Psyshock would be the best Psychic PvP move for the Ultra and the Master League. But we can't look down at Synchronoise as far as a move in total as a bad move, because it does 160 damage in one fell swoop, 2 full charge bars, as opposed to Future Sight's 120. So if this move were to come to a really good Psychic attacker, maybe in the future generations, this would be a welcome change, because it is by far right now the best Psychic move in the game. It just doesn't happen to be on a Pokemon to make it the best Psychic attacker in the game. Do you see what I'm saying with this? So you should be happy that this move is in the game, but it just didn't hit the right Pokemon to make them a lot better. Gardevoir still remains the best as a Fairy attacker, so I would go with Charm. For PvP purposes, this is what I would do. You could go with Charge Beam, because it will charge up Shadow Ball and Synchronoise up fairly quickly, because it has a high energy per turn, and Shadow Ball and Synchronoise have lower energy to boost up. Or you could go with Charm and hope that you have to hope that your opponent has a Dragon-type Pokemon or something that would be weak to Fairy, which I think Dark Dragon Fighting, because there's fighting types like Machamp and Hariyama that are prevalent in the Ultra League. So it's a possibility. So however you want to run Gardevoir in PvP is up to you, but you definitely want Shadow Ball and Synchronoise. Absolutely. Now, let's go ahead and go to Gallade. Gallade's interesting because of its fighting type. So it's weak to Fairy, Flying, and Ghost, and it resists Fighting and Rock. So, right then and there, if you do a mirror matchup against Gallade against Gardevoir, you're going to lose. Especially if it has Charm. Also, Flying, so you can get owned by Lugia. Lugia is a very good Pokemon. Or Moltres with Wing Attack and Sky Attack. In the Master League or the Ultra League, I would more prefer the Master League. And then Ghost, of course, the 2 Giratina forms as well. I won't really iterate why. But the moves are interesting. Charm, again, there it is. But in this case, there's not a dual Fairy moveset. But Gallade is more centered towards PvP because of Leaf Blade and its shield busting capabilities. 3-bar charge move, it takes like 45 energy. It's a very powerful move in PvP, and you can bust shields quite quickly. Now, using Confusion is actually pretty good too. You don't want to use Low Kick. Low Kick actually kind of stinks, and you can test this out yourself against the computers. But if I were to run Gallade in PvP, I would run Confusion or Charm, whichever one you feel most comfortable with Leaf Blade and Synchronoise, and you could have a deadly combo. What I would use for either of these Pokemon in PvP is I would run them first. Throw these Pokemon out first, lead with them, and see, you can kind of feel out your opponent. You might force a switch automatically and you're already in the driver's seat. So I would lead with these Pokemon. Definitely don't have them towards the end to like tank a win. These Pokemon, I think, in PvP, they need the lead. They could be okay in the second spot, but they do not deserve to be in the third spot to tank for the end of a win, so to speak. But as far as raids go, Psychic types, no go. Just don't do it. Like I said, Alakazam, Mewtwo, Espeon, and Azelf are all better Psychic attackers due to their attack stats being leagues upon Gallade and Gardevoir. So I hope this kind of opened your guys' mind up a little bit on Synchronoise as a move. It actually really is really good. I hope it comes to more Pokemon. Maybe you can simply search Bulbapedia, which we can go ahead and do that right now. What Pokemon could this come to that makes them good? Hypno, could be better in PvP maybe. Any other good Magirna, if I'm saying that right, that could be fantastic. Let's see. Psyduck Eevee, nope. Nope. Wow. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is probably something that won't make any Pokemon really that meta relevant other than Magirna. Elgym, maybe, or wait, this Pokemon here? I think it has some decent stats actually. It could make it viable. It's a possibility. High special attack, so it'll have a pretty good attack stat in Pokemon Go if we go ahead and look that up. Is this Pokemon going to be viable? No, because attack stat's not higher than Gardevoir, so it's going to be terrible. So there you guys have it. Synchronoise, good move. It's making the only Pokemon that's worth giving it to better, but it's not really meta changing. It's only pretty good for PvP purposes. So let me know in the comment section down below how well you guys did for Route State, how many shinies you get. I managed to snag 14, even though I didn't get one within the first hour. Definitely happy about that. Got a shout out Snorlax too on a rocket stop. So let me know how you did in the comment section down below. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Be a part of the Fitz City fam. That's it, the boy Fitz City. I'm signing off. See you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.